What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog once again. And I'm here with Isaac. He's basically the founder of 258, the 258 Run Club, co-founder of the Run 258 Club. And I basically invited him to the channel to just give a short background of the club, what it's all about, and basically what we do every Saturday.
Hey guys, I'm Isaac Nakari. I'm actually the endurance and running coach of the Run 258 Club. We based our club on teaching people how to run correctly and as well to improve their performance and their efficiency in running. Our main focus, of course, is running, but we do have the conditioning component, and my associate with is not here at the moment. She works with physiotherapy. She's a certified qualified sports physiotherapist. Actually, we got this idea when I was in one of my physiotherapy sessions with her. Yeah.
When was that?
This was sometime in October 2024.
October 2024.
Yeah, October. I'd say September 2024, because then we founded the group right during the protests.
Oh,
So even during the protests, we used to run.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
At the moment, we only work on Saturdays, Saturday morning before the hustle and bustle of the city. Usually we run around town. This Saturday we came here for a special track session, which I hope everyone enjoyed. It altogether was 9Ks, pretty hard 9Ks. Yeah.
So, as the Run Club gets to the second year, it's going to be second year.
Yeah, second year. Yeah.
So, what you guys have planned in vision for the next 2 months?
2 weeks ago we came up with our first closed group event, in which we had ran a half marathon designed by us with water points, refreshments after the run. No sponsors yet.
Yeah.
And what we're thinking of is getting more events out. So the plan for the next 3 to 6 months is to come up with at least 2 or 3 more events.
What distance are you looking at the next 2 events?
We're not looking at distance per se, but it's basically fun event.
Okay.
So this is our idea. Because most of the running is mostly based on distance. We will have like some kind of distance-based run eventually,
Yeah.
but it's not the main focus. The main focus would be what we're going to do next week.
Okay.
So I'm not going to spread it out. We'll see when we do get there. We do have a few good ideas.
We'll get it in video when it does happen, so stay tuned for that.
Good. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, we're here every Saturday. Our base starting point is Campo das Acácias, next to Hotel Cardoso. Sometimes, depending on the runs that we're doing, we do switch around,
Yeah.
but mostly Campo das Acácias.
No problem. Thanks, Isaac, for coming up to the vlog. And
Hope to see you guys next week, Campo das Acácias. Okay, Great.
So what's up, guys? Just finished a run with the team. It's been a while, not gonna lie, since the track run. Today we did a progressive run, but I'll basically be giving you guys a breakdown of the different types of runs that you can do to get better at running, that I did to increase my speed, and as well the runs that I did in preparation for my half marathon. So basically the session we had in the track was basically interval runs. So we did 2 rounds of 400 meters, 600 meters, 800 meters, and 100 meters. So first we did the 400 meters to 800 meters twice, and then we did 100 meters twice. And the goal of interval runs is basically to run at around 80 to 85% of your max speed. And the goal of interval runs is basically to increase your VO2 max. For those of you who don't know, VO2 max is the amount of oxygen that your body can utilize while under load, so while doing physical activity. And it's a very important indicator in terms of how fast you can run, and also it's a very big health bio indicator in terms of how long you can live as well. So it's a very important metric. It's not the most important, but if you want to increase your speed, you'd be focusing on doing VO2 max training. Now, the other types of runs that I do, for example, one that we did today is a progressive run. And a progressive run is basically you start at a slower pace and you slowly progress to a higher pace. How that would look like: potentially 1.5 kilometer warm-up, which is what we did today, then 1.5 kilometer at a specific pace, maybe 6, then another 1.5 at another pace, maybe 5:45, and then another 1.5 kilometers at maybe 5:20, 5:15, and then you have another cool down. And the goal of progressive runs is basically to just train your body and you in terms of how to progress within a race and how to train your body to run at a specific pace and follow a specific plan during your race day. This is specifically important when you're doing longer types of runs. When you're doing shorter runs, 5Ks, 10Ks, it's basically a long tempo run that you're doing. But it's when you're doing those 21Ks, when you're doing 42Ks and beyond, where having a structure towards the speeds that you're going to do throughout the run, it's extremely important. So I had mentioned in my past video that for my 21 kilometer half marathon, I was doing 3 types of runs. I was mainly doing easy runs, long runs, 4 types of runs: interval runs and tempo runs. I've covered interval runs. Easy runs is basically to run at your zone 2 heart rate, which is an easy conversational pace. And the goal of zone 2 running is to build your aerobic pace. And then your tempo run, it's basically your run for training your body to run at higher speeds for longer. So what basically happens when you run is that lactate starts building in your body, and that's what kind of leads to the heavy feeling that you feel on your legs. So what tempo runs do is it teaches your body how to flush out lactate while you're going at those higher efforts. So depending on what your pace is currently, what you do is you'd kind of get your target pace for your longer race, and then you'd set a tempo pace based on your easy run, which basically the idea is to run at your zone 3, zone 4. So yeah, that's basically a tempo run. And long run is a long run. You can either do it through time or you can do it through distance. So if you're training, for example, for a 21 kilometer run, you'd progressively build your long run distance so you don't get injured. So ideally you'd scale up to 10% of the distance on a weekly basis, starting off, for example, from 20 kilometers per week, and then you'd basically build up to 30, 40 kilometers per week, depending on the race that you're doing. So that's basically it, guys. In terms of my performance for my 21 kilometer run, let me show you guys how it went. So managed to hit the 2:15 target, first goal of the year, set and done. Yeah, it was super hard. It was basically a 21 kilometer tempo run, but it was fulfilling. And this is coming from a person that could barely run 5 kilometers like just less than a year ago, guys. I couldn't run 5 kilometers. So this is just an example of what you can do if you really just show up every day, start small. When I started running, I was running at a 9 kilometer pace because I had to run so slow, because if I didn't run that slow, I basically wouldn't be able to run 5 kilometers. Like if I tried running 8 something, I would just bum out. So keep consistent, have a structure towards your runs. I will be giving you guys more of a breakdown in terms of how to eat as well, especially coming from a background of someone that just lifts weights. It's very easy to stick to a high protein and low carb diet. But one thing I've noticed really fast is when you start running, carbs is your best friend. Carbs is what protein is for weightlifting. It's what fuels your runs. So if you want to build performance over time, you're eating enough carbs. If you want to recover from your runs, especially those hard effort runs, those long runs, you need carb sources to help fill up your glycogen stores, which gets depleted when you run. Glycogen is the fuel source that you use when you're running, which is basically sugar. And yeah, man, that's basically it. We'll be taking you guys through a few activities that I'm doing today. Gonna be helping out my lovely wife with her activities, and after that we'll be going to a fair with my nephews. So yep, see you guys. So what's up, guys? Currently in Nuka Studio, their studio which does Pilates, Reformer, and mat Pilates, and I think they also do yoga and other stuff. But they just opened up cold plunge and sauna, and I think it's the only place here in Maputo, Mozambique, that has an infrared sauna. Don't quote me on this. For a while, I've been looking for a cold plunge here in Moz, and you only have 3 places that have them. Nuka is one of them. You also have sauna and cold plunge in what's it called, Lux Corpus, and also have another one in massage parlor. I'm forgetting the name right now, but I'll make sure to write it on the YouTube video just so you guys know where it is. First time trying out Nuka. We'll have to try out Lux Corpus so I can give you guys a fair comparison. The difference in infrared saunas and normal saunas, by the way, is that the way that the heat is transmitted into your body. So infrared saunas, because the heat is transmitted it's a lower heat, but it's directly into your body through the light rays, you can stay in the sauna for longer, and it's better for detox. So that's the advantage of an infrared sauna per se. It was a rough week for me. I did legs on Friday after 3 weeks, and I started implementing new exercises to complement my running. And I did an interval session on Saturday, and I did a long run today. So my legs are completely battered. It's not recommended that you have back-to-back hard sessions like that. I wanted to do it because I hadn't done legs in a while, and I wanted to kind of kickstart and wake up my legs. It's the first long run I did since I did my half marathon 2 to 3 weeks ago. So I just wanted to kickstart the legs. And recovery is also something you train. That's something that people don't realize, but the more you increase the volume within your training gradually, the more you're also increasing your body's capacity to recover. So yeah, that's given that you're having enough sleep and that you're also getting enough food into your system. Yep, let me get to it. So what's up, guys? So basically, just to give you guys a bit of context of all the BTS shots that you guys saw. The Sip and Paint, the BTS with the paintings, that was basically an event that my wife created. She started a company called Sangha, co-founded a company called Sangha with one of her best friends, and basically her company creates artistic and cultural events, all different types, but specifically the event that you guys saw was the Sip and Paint event. So just kind of supporting her with that in terms of getting all the content filmed. And after that, basically went to a fair with my nephews and my wife. Yep. So basically the fair was held in CFM, and TFM is the train station that we currently have here in Maputo. It's quite old. I think it was built around the early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they have like a whole museum there. Actually went there last year for the first time in the museum. Quite a dope spot. So yeah, currently now I'm just in Kazat Bagel. Came here to study, edit a bit, maybe work a bit as well. But forgot my earphone, so it's kind of being an earful. But yeah, I'm just gonna grind through it and decided to come here, show you guys also a bit of Maputo and the coffee shops. Kazat Bagel is quite good. They have quite a few options for coffee. They're one of the few places here in Mars where you can also get bagels, if not the only one. And so yeah, highly recommend the place. In the next video, we'll be taking you guys a bit through my journey with CFA, so look forward to that. And finally notice that I never say this, but like, comment and subscribe if you guys want to see more finance, fitness and faith content. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a good one.